Welcome back to AI Writing for Neophytes. My name is Scott from Barrier Breeze Studios. In the last video, we explored how ChatGPT and Claude.ai can help you start writing a story. If you missed it, don't worry. You can check it out later. Today, we're going one step further. I'll show you how to take an initial idea and start crafting a story using my AI friends. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to get started on your first chapter. Please hit the subscribe button. You won't be spammed, I promise. Let's jump right in. You can see on your screen exactly where we left off from video 1. We had asked both Claude.ai and ChatGPT to help us with an opening of a story of an idea that we had. Now, I want to take that opening of the story and begin to expand it. Where can I go with the story? What ideas can the story expand into? Quite frankly, I'm not entirely sure, and the purpose of this video is to ask Claude and ChatGPT where they think this story should evolve to. I asked both Claude and ChatGPT where they should take this story. You can see in the notepad, my question is this: I need some ideas on where to evolve the story. What do you suggest? Simple and straightforward. ChatGPT came up with numerous ideas, which is going to be in a document and a link at the bottom of the video. But you can see on the screen that everything from a sci-fi twist to fantasy, action and conflict, some philosophical exploration, different ways that ChatGPT would suggest we evolve the story. And Claude had similar type of ideas, including a memory recovery, mysteries on the island, just a whole host of different ideas and thoughts on where we can take this story. And again, both of these are in a link at the bottom of the video. Here's one of the main differences between the traditional way of writing a book and using AI as a ghostwriter to write your book. The traditional way is I have to create a general outline for the book. I have to create who my characters are going to be. I have to create different plots. It is a very time-consuming task of laying out ahead of my writing what this world is going to look like, who is in this world, and what are they going to be doing. With AI, as my ghostwriter, I really don't need to do that. So as an example, here, what I'm going to tell both Claude and ChatGPT is this: I am still not sure where the direction of this story is going to go. But for now, until he regains his memory, my character, if he ever does, he needs to survive. So the first chapter, regardless of where the story is going to go, should be focused about him finding food, perhaps exploring the island, building a shelter. So my question to both ChatGPT and Claude is, how would you craft an outline for the first few chapters? As a reminder, all the output for both Claude and ChatGPT is in a document, and it's a link below the video. So at your leisure, you can access it and review the detailed steps yourself. But here on the screen, I want to show you that Claude came up with 4 initial chapters that he thought was important based on finding shelter, hunting for food, exploring the island. He suggested physical challenges, brief flashes of memory, improving survival skills, and important, he wanted to make sure add in hardships, add in weather challenges, things of that nature. So that's a pretty good start. And if we jump over to ChatGPT, you had the same type of approach. ChatGPT actually gave us 5 chapters to start with: the awakening in chapter 1, exploring the island, building shelter, signs of life, adjusting to survival. So that is a good example of where to start this book. And I still don't know where the book's going to go, but this is a good place to start. So now I'm really interested in what would that first chapter look like. what would Claude and what would ChatGPT give me as a starting point for chapter 1. So I asked them both, how would you write the first chapter? Claude, you can see, gave me a pretty robust response, starting with the initial scene that we had developed, and he expanded upon it to begin to flesh out the ideas for chapter 1 and where we're going to go with this. ChatGPT gave me kind of the same approach. So he also wrote me a chapter of what he thought would be a good first approach. Now becomes the writer aspect of using these tools. I need to go edit that. I need to decide what they've written. Is it really what I want? Is it really what I want, how I want to start the story? But this gives me a good beginning of how I want to start the story. And in the next video, we'll explore how we're going to build out chapter 1 based on what I find has been written well and what I find, quite frankly, I want to take the story in another direction. So stay tuned. Please hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.